Hey everyone, SpeeDMan here, and welcome to this episode of Let's Play Coupe. So, with our abilities and everything that we have available to us, we are going to first prioritize one specific thing. And that is going to be this. Right off the bat, we are going to get ourselves as many possible. Alright, there we go. Get our civilization super happy. Move you up a little bit. And we'll just kind of do that to some of the other resources that we can't reach. Get some extra value out of it. Get a little bit of science and culture at a time. Basically going to give us a single turn of each as we go. Which honestly, saving a few turns kind of sounds nice right about now. In terms of loyalty, we are plenty fine. So honestly, we don't need to worry about the loyalty issue in a lot of these cities. I will keep the faster growth, though. That is a very nice one for these other cities. However, I could take that off, put that up, and then we have like more options to work with. I do want us to try to start getting more great artists. Actually, a decent bit of gold and a little bit of fate generation. Honestly, isn't bad. I'll go ahead and just pop that on for now. I'll bring us over the edge of 900 gold per turn and over 100 faith per turn. So we are looking a-okay there. Very easily buy quite a few upgrades as we are going to be doing here, because by buying this, cities within 6 tiles, so these 3 cities here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and so these 4 are going to be able to grow just a little bit more. So that's a nice little benefit for us. Go ahead and do that right there. Nice little bit of culture and science right there. Perfect. Got one more charge available to us, so we'll go ahead and just do it anywhere. And every time we can get a Nancy, we could just go ahead and use a Nancy for these areas that we have no benefit from. And that'll actually kind of play directly into what we need. I could build it there. Honestly, that's a nice spot for us to build. I can set that up and work into that. Ancient Walls is now done in that city. That's good. Yes. 21 turns for that is excellent. That is very, very nice for us. Honestly, that science could actually be good because we've got quite a few seaports, so another 10 to 12 science per turn wouldn't hurt right now. Okay, perfect. Water park got done. We can go ahead and start working on that. Just generate a little bit more tourism. And then right away, started on that. Further boost the gold output in this area. Move you here next turn. Go ahead and get started on Chichen Itza. And then also Sydney Opera House is something that we could build. So I would say right now Chichen Itza is good. That's just for a raw culture output. It's going to give us, I think, an extra 4 culture to production, at least as of right now. So that's not a bad one. However, just from a long-term benefit, I would say the 2 things we'll do in order will be these 2. We have 27 turns until the next era. We'll be actually getting more production soon once we get another population. So that'll continue to help us. This city continuing to have its pressure changed long-term. Actually, we can build a nice holy site right here. I can actually go ahead and do that. I'll do that because what I'll do is I'll just then at that point just buy a couple things right away, start putting out religious pressure. So that won't take us too long. 5 turns. Let's see here. Taj Mahal in 7. We got plenty, and I mean plenty, of diplomatic favor. We are very well into the lead here. So this is really good. So this benefits us significantly because we're in such a good lead here. Let's talk about a little bit about what the tier rewards are. Rock bands are 20% cheaper to purchase. This is a big one for us. 50 album sales for rock bands, so that's very much going to help scale long term. Silver rewards, more album sales. Bronze rewards, more album sales. So basically, in total, that's going to give us potentially 150 album sales per individual proc. And then the rock bands themselves are 20% cheaper. So this is a big one for us. We need to make sure we win this if we're going to have the best chance at getting a faster culture victory. Holy Site Prayers are done in the city, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and just go into that. It won't take us too long to get done. Actually, you know what? Buy that. We can get the benefit right away. It only costed us 1 turn of gold versus 7 turns of development. So same thing here. Oh, that is a very, very nice tile right there. Yeah, basically, if you're playing as Coupe, this... And if you're playing as Coupe with Auckland, mind you, with Auckland,
it's the Industrial Revolution,
it's basically just
growth.
the most beautiful yields you'll see. It's just constant high yields all throughout your empire, and it's just so beautiful to look at. It's visually so pleasing to the eye to see so many like 4 yield, 3 yield, and then all like just all these benefits. They're everywhere. Not too bad. Seaport is now done. Good. So overall, I mean, we have 80 admiral points per turn. That's insane. It's an insane amount right now. Especially the fact that we were just outproducing. This is, oh, that's a great one. That's going to play directly into what we need. This is also good. That's also good. So we are flying away with points. So we are very much looking good there. Let's see here. Let's get that built. Really? So the spy literally did nothing. Oh, that's wonderful. I love how my spy did nothing there. I put a spy right here to protect her capital, protect all these tiles, and it's not doing anything. I am unfortunately a little tilted at the fact that that spy I placed in my capital specifically and strategically to benefit and protect Pingala literally did nothing. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I can lose that because what that did is that just themed 2 more of my cities. So 2 more cities now have themed museums, which is great. This is awesome. So that's 18, let's see, 18 and 18, so it's 36 and 24. Okay, so that is excellent. We are looking great. Good, so we have, right, we have officially broken 300 culture per turn already, so that is looking great. So we are absolutely in a great spot. So we can't build flood barriers. We are in a position where I'm gonna go ahead and just start buying flood barriers with all the faith that we have. And that way, for the rest of the game, we have absolutely not a single worry about that. So this city's good to go. It's on a cliffside anyway, so it's already pretty high up. Let's see here. Oh, so all these cities on this area here have flood barriers. These 4 don't. These 4 don't. Okay, so that makes it easier for me to remember. That way I know to go back in about 7 or 8 turns. Honestly, I could just go ahead and hard build some of them. Yep, 1600. That's not too bad, honestly. Like, it's really not bad, given that we're literally farming free... But we're just farming resources. And then at that point, yeah, total 58. And that's Sejong. So basically what we're going to be doing is by getting ourselves in a good position to protect ourselves, we don't have to worry about a lot of things being overall destroyed. So our position is basically safe in the long term. Go into ideology. It's going to take us about 16 turns at the moment to go ahead and do. Field cannons, can't really build those. 3 cores in our military. Technically can't do that. Which we could if we spend a little bit of gold and yeah, you know what? Yeah, we could do that. Hold on. It'd be a pretty cheap thing for us to do anyways, so I could spend a little bit of gold for us to potentially save like several turns of development in this position. We cannot build field cannons, unfortunately. Do not have that available to us. That is all the way over there, and that is a good ways off. So that one's out of our reach, so we'll just have to hard build that, or hard civic that, so that's fine. That's really not that bad for us. But we can save time by making a few cores here, so then we need to make a couple more. And yes, we're just going to have a bunch of scouts that we could have, and then we don't really... At that point, they're just going to exist. They don't need to get promotions, they don't need to do anything, because they're not going to cost us anything other than what they already did up front. I want to get a couple more portrait, not portrait, but landscape pieces. So that could be something I could purchase. Let's go ahead and, honestly, I can live with buying that, it's no problem. Or I purchase that. It's gonna go there. And I noticed that I could buy another one. I'm not going to buy another one, because at this point, this... I don't like the way this works. So I've never been a fan of how when you're trading, it'll just place it into a random city. One thing I really wish Civilization 6 did, I don't know if there's a mod for it. If you do happen to know if there's a mod for it, please feel free to let me know, because this is like a quality of life thing, where it just places it into a basically what seemingly is like a random art museum. When I have one that's already themed, potentially, that would just go into and theme it instantly. And instead it just picks a different one, which wastes 8 turns of development. So, okay, we're going to counter spy in this permanently. We are not going to stop counter spying. We are now going to bring Pingala back to the capital now that he is able to. So there we go. Once he's back in, that's going to further boost us. So we can see here 363 per turn. That is only going to be better though. That is going to bring us back up into a competitive spot with that amount. So we definitely want to make sure we are doing that. Want to keep an eye on what's around here. If that doesn't connect, we should be okay. Because honestly, if there are any naval barbarians, they're going to stay up in that kind of top area, and they can't really do anything to us directly. So we should be okay. 480. Let's see here. That will complete it. So if I did... Let's see here. If I went to this here... This up. 7, 10. Boom, like that. There we go. And brought you back. And both of these would basically help complete it. Actually, I can go ahead and just do this for the little touch of extra production and culture output. Not really significant, but could be useful. What is also good is the fact that we, at this point, if we get other stuff done, like for example, if we get other great peoples a little bit more, we could actually be in a position. Ooh, that's good. Grants enough envoys to become suzerain of that city-state, and then removes all other players' envoys. What that means is, for example, let's look for one right here. So Muscat, right? So look at Muscat. We see a lot of people have invested significant value into this. We go to Muscat with that great merchant, or actually, sorry, great admiral, and just instantly get rid of all of that. We have full control of it. We'll have 7. Everyone will have 0. That is actually pretty insane. I like it a lot, and may consider doing that. There is a chance I may buy this, because if I can avoid Russia having an army, that could be good, because Zanzibar is already being attacked. Where is Zanzibar? Right here. And if he builds an army, that could be a big problem. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop him from doing so. As much as costly as that is. Again, this is only going to cost us about 3.5 turns, about 3.5 turns of development, so it's not that bad. What it does do is save us potentially losing a significant amount of gold, specifically because of Russia. So That is something we're going to need to do as a safety net. Dude, I haven't caused her grievances in so long. It has been many a turn.
In a dusty, bustling, all the
Maha
best
Bodhi.
in order to run.
We are 12 air score away, so we just need 3 wonders to guarantee that. So that's 1 wonder right there. There's yet
Great
another
ball court is also
and
very
another
impressive.
one at the same time. Perfect. Actually, that boosted suffrage. I'm not going to need to worry about that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just go back to focusing on plastics and combined arms. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten a fantastic amount of progress done this episode. I have to say this is very, very good for us. We have gotten a lot of progress done. We've also gotten Pingala back in for the 2nd time. As you can see here, some very good yields. But I do have to say, thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun doing this series, and if you enjoyed watching me just basically buy everything at this point, I'd like to ask you to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. SpeeDMan out.